Welcome to the Future of Real Estate. I'm Brett Ellis of the Ellis team at RE/MAX Realty Group. You can always call us at 239-489-4042. Don't forget our website, which is topagent.com. Okay, we made the news this last week, didn't we?
Well, we do every now and then. We sure did again with the New York Times.
Boy, in a way it was a positive article, but in a way it was kind of a negative article. It talked about Cape Coral almost not being a wasteland, but basically not being, the recovery's not here yet, according to them, which I disagree with. But they're talking about, it's far from a recovery. There's all these foreclosed properties. But see, I see the foreclosed properties abating just a little bit.
Well, I do too. And I think if you're up north and you're reading this, it's a negative story. But if you're down here knowing really what's happening and how it is leveling off and bottom end prices are starting to increase a little bit, it's not all negative. There's some positive in this marketplace.
And this guy, this Peter Goodman, he's actually a very, very good writer.
Very talented writer. I like the way he writes an article.
Yeah.
Here's the positive I take from it. It's going to let people know that Florida is a bargain right now. It may give them the wrong impression that prices are still going down, because that's not what's happening. Prices are going up now. We've gone through the worst of those low-end foreclosures. We are seeing more of the higher-end foreclosures that are coming. They're coming down. They're becoming great bargains. But the article makes it seem like prices are still on the decline, and that's not necessarily so.
No, it's not. But if you go back 2 or 3 years and see what some of these homes were purchased for, and you can come down here and buy them for 50 cents on the dollar.
And that's one of the points the guy makes. Actually, he talks about one property that was $850,000. He said now it's a bargain at $273,000. So, I mean, think about that.
Prices are a fourth. Now,
Prices
not all
are
prices.
so affordable.
We have some homes that were 8, they're maybe 6 now. That they're not all 8 and 2.
That's correct.
Sort of thing.
That's correct. But
So,
this particular one was obviously a bank foreclosure or something.
our direct access waterfront properties are going up in value. Our low-end stuff is going up in value. Here's the thing that our buyer specialists sometimes get frustrated with. People read these articles up north, and they think they see a property that's worth $40,000, and they think that everything's worth $40,000, even beachfront condos. And that's just not true.
Yeah.
So it kind of creates a misperception that the whole market has been in free fall, that everything's priced at $40,000 or $50,000. It's just not true.
Or they hear about a reduction, like it's 50% of what it was back then, and then they think they come down and it's now priced at, say, $500,000, and they think they can really buy it for $250,000, when in fact it was $1 million before. It's already been reduced.
And these prices are flying off the shelf. We're record sales transactions. So I just wanted to call to your attention, Cape Coral did make the news in the New York Times, very big article. Some pros and cons. Agree with a lot of it. Don't agree with some of it. But hey, that's what you get.
Well, and it kind of puts you on the map. It brings more interest to the
They
area.
say there's no such thing as bad publicity.
That's right.
All publicity is good. I'm telling you, we will get a lot of buyers from that article.
Oh, absolutely. So it's a good thing.
It's always worked in the past. Speaking of articles, we've got this week's News Press article.
Yeah, that was well written, Brett.
Well, it always is. No.
Brett actually wrote it, but it is a good article. It's very well done.
We took a very technical, and thanks to Jack Frost, who actually helped and contributed in this, he sent me some stuff. But basically, we tried to take a technical concept, which was Chinese drywall. And here we've got a picture of the gun that they've used, and then here's some of the readings and how the strontium has helped detect if it's Chinese. Actually, if it's what we call defective drywall, because as you know, not all Chinese drywall is bad and not all American drywall is good. It depends on the concentration of the fly ash and a lot of other things and those chemical compounds and whatnot.
I kind of appreciate at the end, Brett, that you did have a disclaimer saying that, we, the news press, anybody, we're not necessarily saying that this is, 100%, but it's impressive. See his information.
This is stuff that's been presented to us. It looks impressive to us. But we are not
impressed. Yeah,
we are not inspectors. We are not drywall experts. We're just real estate agents. We present you with what we know,
and we really want everybody to get the best information out there. And so far, this is the best that I've seen, or I believe it to be.
Absolutely. So if you haven't picked up your copy of today's News Press or this week's News Press on Saturday, I definitely would. It's in the Home Finder section. You can always go to news-press.com, or you can go to blog.topagent.com. You can find it from topagent.com as well. And you have a whole history of our articles that we write each week. So good stuff.
It is good
This
stuff.
is probably our most technical one, because we got into strontium, we got into the X-ray technology.
You got into off-gassing.
Got into off-gassing, yeah. And its effect on, good drywall particles versus how they can affect other porous materials, being cabinets. It could be other drywall. It could be, corrosive things like your air conditioners and plumbing and mirrors and that sort of thing. So, yeah,
That's right.
got into fairly good detail. So, okay, let's turn our attention to our featured hot properties of the week. And we have a couple this week, don't we?
We sure do.
Well, let's see. What do we have first? Oh, you know what? Why don't I take this one? This is a property I have, and it's located down in Estero. And the beauty of this property, it is 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, but it is direct access waterfront right out to the Gulf of Mexico. It's on the Estero River. It's located in Estero River Heights. It's about 1904 living area, and there's a picture of the outside. You see a red barrel tile roof, double car garage, nice neighborhood. There is the living room there. And no furniture in here, so it's kind of hard to get perspective, but it opens out to the lanai. And we've got a shot of the kitchen here as well. And there is the lanai right there. So you can see it's all tiled. It's all air conditioned as well, if you like.
Spacious, yeah.
Very spacious. Here's the canal. So you've got, wood dock out there. You can have your boat right out back. And it's got to be kind of shallow draft. You're not going to put a big sailboat in here because of the depths you got to watch out for. There's a nice shot of the canal. Boy, it'd be great for kayaking. In addition to boating,
It's beautiful.
kayaking, canoeing, that sort of
Some
thing.
serenity there.
Yep. Okay, so what do you have?
Well, Brett, this is a house in St. James City. A beautiful home. It was an award-winning design back in 2004 or 5. It's about 2,064 square feet of living area. You can note that the front yard is zero-scape, so, very low maintenance. Actually, the back is too.
I just noted that.
Yeah, so it's kind of neat, if you're going to be gone for long periods of time, somebody might pick this to be actually a seasonal home, that kind of thing. If you're a name dropper, just down the street from this house is a nest of 2 eagles living there, and so there's all kinds of wildlife. It's kind of the neat thing about Pine Island because.
What would you name drop though? Like Eagle's Nest 2 doors down or what?
Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Eagle. Yeah,
Twin Eagles.
Twin Eagles. There you
I live
go.
on Twin
Yeah.
Eagles Golf Course or something,
And then I think we've got a couple extra pictures here that you might like to see. Look at the openness of that floor plan. It kind of tells you why that design is so good. Actually, if you can get a shot there into the kitchen, it's kind of like a gourmet type kitchen. So very, very easy entertaining. You might want to keep this house, a secret from your friends because it could hold a grand party. It's very well done.
I like parties. And if you're a
yeah.
name dropper, you'll probably like a party in this
You'll
house.
like a party at the house. And
Look at that pool.
That's even a disappearing edge. And when you look from like the living room or great room out,
Right
you see
here.
the disappearing edge. It just appears to flow right into that canal. That's really neat. And check out the wrap docks.
Wow.
There's a 7,500 pound and a 10,000 pound boat lift. So this kind of has a little bit of everything and the waterfront there is exceptional. It's just about maybe what you call maybe a block and a half to the Pine Island Sound.
Fantastic. Well, these are our featured properties of the week. In the next few weeks, we'll come back and we'll have some more, and we may even show some of the Lee County properties you can buy directly from the county through the help of an agent. We'll show you how to do that, as well as some of our hot properties of the week. Keep in mind, at topagent.com, you can search the entire MLS if you like. You can take virtual tours of the Ellis team listed properties. Whole lot of stuff you can do. Just remember, one website, topagent.com. You've been watching The Future of Real Estate presented by the Ellis team at RE/MAX. It's been our pleasure to bring this to you. If you want to reach us, if you have more questions, simply call us 239-489-4042. I'm Brett Ellis. On behalf of Sandy, Mike, and our entire team, thank you for being with us.